Welcome back. Now, in our book review feature this morning, we speak to teacher, life coach and entrepreneur turned author Candice Preston, whose desire to empower the youth led her to writing a book titled Unlocking Your Superpowers, Keys to Achieving Success in School and Beyond. This book is jam-packed with wisdom to help teens and young adults lead successful lives. Now, to tell us more about the 7 keys she shares in this read, Candice Preston joins us now on Zoom. Candice, a very good morning to you. Speak to us more about this book and why it was important for you as a life coach and teacher to compile and publish a book of this nature.
Well, it's so exciting to be here to actually speak more about this book. And for me, it was all about connecting young people with the things that I have found to be really helpful in achieving success sooner. I found myself lamenting, if only I had known this then. I wish I'd known it when I was so much younger. And working with students and young people all the time, I found that they also felt that. Often they experienced frustration around, I just wish I knew what to do. And through that, through my experimenting over 17 years of studying human behavior and human development, I thought, what if I could give them that clear guide? Just 7 simple, really effective things that could actually help them achieve success sooner and actually enjoy the journey a lot more too.
Talk us through those 7 key ideas that you share in the book, and how did you come up with these specific 7 ideas?
So the most important one and the actual superpower that I believe we all have is our mindset, and that is the first key. If we can train our mindset to help us achieve the success we want, it really is half the battle. We get over our limiting beliefs. We start to talk to ourselves more kindly and really become our biggest advocate for the success we want to achieve. And this came from doing my master's research in education, where I actually researched how life coaching impacts female high school students. And the results are really promising. And a lot of it is mindset. So that's where that first key really came from. It wasn't something feasible that you could give every student access to a life coach. And I thought, well, the next best thing is a book. What if we could give more students a book with this combined coaching background to really help them tackle their mindset and really empower themselves, because mindset is just such a big part of our lives. So that's the first key, is mindset. Once you tackle that, the rest becomes a lot easier. The second key is about values. So often, young people don't know what they want to do. Today, there's so many options and so many opportunities that they often find themselves going, what do I do? And it can lead them sort of turning to things that their parents want them to do, or teachers, or society, or where they think they're going to make the most money, as opposed to where they're going to be the happiest and add the most value. So the second key is about them discovering what is most important to them, what really makes them excited, what do they love to do, and what do they want to achieve on their terms. The third key is all about connection, building those connections, building good relationships, and really making sure that you understand how important relationships are. And, looking then at how we learn. So for me, being in education, I know the value of learning. I am addicted to learning myself. I love to constantly learn. But it's not always the easiest thing. We don't always know how to learn. We know there's information out there on the what, but how? And the faster we learn and the better we learn, the faster we actually get ahead. So I take the reader through how to learn more effectively, and how to make lifelong learning something more enjoyable and really part of their lives. A big one for me is then action, another very important key, because all of this stuff is great, but it means nothing if you don't actually act on it.
I was about to ask, yeah.
Absolutely, because we need to act on it. And that's where that coaching element comes through in the book, is I'm sharing this knowledge, I'm sharing anecdotes and stories, as well as tools that the reader can actually take and use in their life to actually see the results. And that for me is a big part, is actually coaching them to apply this. And then finally, financial literacy is a big part. At the end of the day, we go through education so that we can learn, we can actually add value, we can use our talents and our abilities. But at the end of the day, we need to make money, and we need to understand how we can use this resource to be more, to do more, to give more. And it can honestly be quite a tricky topic, but it's helping young people start to understand it, developing a good mindset around money, and then using it as the tool it is so that they can achieve more.
Now, a couple of years ago, you earned your master's in education degree after researching how life coaching impacts female high school students. Tell us more about your findings.
So it was really an interesting adventure. Research really does change you as you explore it. But I went in really curious because I had experienced how positive coaching and life coaching had been in my own life. And I thought, would it impact female high school students as well, positively or negatively? And the results were really promising. The participants experienced greater self-confidence, and they felt that they were better able to take on challenges, because life coaching is not just about making everyone happy and that life must never be hard. Life can be really hard, but it's about empowering the participant or the student or whoever's going through that coaching to feel that they can take on those challenges, that whatever life throws at them, they're equipped. They will, if they haven't got the knowledge yet, they can still learn it. And that for me was a big thing, a really powerful tool, because if more students could feel that, like challenges are going to be thrown our way all the time, but I can cope with it, I can deal with it, and I have those tools. To me, that was the biggest thing.
All right, Candice, thank you so much for talking to us. As a mom to a teenager, I think I'm going to actually get this book. Thank you so much for talking to us. Our Saturday morning guest author, Candice Preston, a teacher herself. Well, we've just had a conversation with her about her new book titled Unlocking Your Superpowers. I think sometimes we also wish we had superpowers as parents. All right, let's take a quick